Isaiah 55 verse 8. We think we're smarter than the creator that created us. We think we got it all figured out. God said, no, don't think, just do. Read what you got.
The book of Isaiah chapter 55 verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Because all thoughts ain't God's thoughts. God said, thou shalt not kill. Meanwhile, you have 14 people that tried to kill their brothers and sisters last week.
And you sit up there and you see not a single black man invented the fucking gun. Not a single black man invented the gun.
Visit a what?
Invented the gun.
Invented the gun? You know who invented the gun?
Yeah, I do.
Who?
I was a fucking white man, fucking the 18th something.
Yeah. Now, even before that, it was Tubal Cain and his family. In Genesis.
But hold on,
they was the first author of weapon or mass destruction. Those was Tubal Cain, which goes back to Cain and the spirit of Esau, which is the white man according to Genesis 25 and 25. So I agree with you on that. You right on that. Read what you got.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts. Neither are your ways my ways.
God said my ways ain't your ways. Why? Because we think that we are on earth to live out our fleshly desires, much rather than doing the whole duty of God, which is the commandments. Read what you got.
Saith the Lord, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways.
Give me Psalms 9 verse 16. So God said, your thoughts ain't my thoughts, your ways are my ways. My ways and thoughts are higher than yours, because we think from an earthly standpoint and a physical standpoint off of what we see and hear. Meanwhile, God deal with the soul and spirit. Read what you got.
The book of Psalms chapter 9 verse 16. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands.
It says God is known by what?
The judgment which he executed.
It says God is known by the judgment that he executed. So why we feel like we want to play with God when he don't have nothing but judgment for our repercussions when we sin against him? Why you out here playing? I'm going to deal with you. Why you playing?
I'm going to ask.
You going to tell me why you playing?
Hold on. Before I get to that.
Are you going to tell me, once you say what you finna say, are you going to tell me why you playing with God? And why you won't get serious?
Can I answer that question?
Now, tell me what you finna tell me. Then after what you tell me why you playing with God and why you won't get serious. Because we out here just for one black man.
We all brainwashed out here.
We brainwashed?
Yeah, we all brainwashed out here.
All right, okay,
We don't know what's real and what's not. You understand? We all control. This is what I mean by control.
Controlled by who?
We control.
You gotta be controlled by something. It ain't wrong being controlled as long as you controlled by something that's gonna prolong life and benefit your people.
In the beginning of the Bible, when God made Adam and Eve, he did not control. He did not.
Who didn't control?
He did not tell them to control his wife.
Yeah, he did. They had laws.
That's the law.
That's
the laws for.
That's control. Mark 7:7 through 9. There's so much stuff popping up. You saying so much. I gotta try to hit on every point just about. I agree with you. Now I can't say out of all the teachers, you didn't agree with me the most. So sometimes you gotta listen more because you weren't listening with the other teachers. You gotta listen more, and then you'll see. Well, damn, I'm saying the same thing they saying. Oftentimes we've been so controlled by man to where when we see each other, when we deal with each other, it's always in opposition of tension. We got to be able to sit back, be quiet, listen to each other, and reason from the perspective of the Bible, not man. Read.
The book of Mark, chapter 7 and verse 7. Howbeit in vain do they worship me.
It says, in vain do they worship me. They worship God in vain because what? You said earlier, they are controlled by who? Man, not God. Read what you got.
Teaching for doctrines, the commandments of men.
The commandments of who?
Of men.
So I agree with you. They teach for doctrine, listening to and govern themselves by commandments. Hold on. I got to get through reading this. Hold on. Read what you got.
For laying aside the commandments of God.
They laid aside the commandments of God. Read.
Ye holding the tradition of man as the washing of pots and cups.
So you hold the tradition of man because it's repetitive. You're going through the same cycles and you're expecting change, and it ain't no change. Just like the cycle of cleaning dishes, you rinse out the dishes, you clean it, put it in the dishwasher, and then when you cook, you use it over again. And then you go back into washing and cleaning it. Oh, it's a cycle. It's a circle of us listening and obeying man commandments
That's called
when we couldn't be controlled by God commandments.
I'm not from this town.
Yeah, I know
I come from a long way.
But listen,
a long ways, and the only
listen,
I'm here.
you're not from the Delta, but guess
no,
what?
I'm not.
Oftentimes, people that come to the Delta, that's not from the Delta, that consuming force, that spirit, it begins to consume you, no matter where you're at. How long you been here? How long you been here? How long you been here? That shit got you on the hook. The Delta got you in a trick bag. You said it ain't gonna, it consumes you because it make you complacent. That's the reason why. Listen, that's the reason why I said I would rather go out of town, sleep out of my truck before I live in the Delta. I will get I got the hell out of the Delta quick as possible. I made haste. But guess what? You got to change your ways first. You got to have faith enough that God gonna change. Because I told God, if you really want me to be up there in the city near Memphis to change my ways, guess what? Move me. And within 2 weeks, I was being moved because God knew that I was serious about changing my ways to come out of in the midst of sin that But I didn't have that circle I didn't have that circle of people.
I want to say this.
Hold what you got. Read that and then give me 1 Corinthians 15 and 33. Read what you got.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, and verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Can two walk together except they be agreed?
It says, can two walk together except they be agreed? Can they? Can two people walk together except they be agreed? 1 Corinthians 15, 33.
Can two walk together? Yes.
Can me and him walk together if he disagree with what I disagree with?
No, y'all won't
can't.
be able to.
No. So God is saying that's the same thing for your situation. The question you ask, what about if it's people around you that's bringing you down that don't have that mindset to change? You got to get yourself out of that circle because that circle going to either get you killed or that circle going to get you in prison. One or the other to where you got 2 kids to raise.
Actually,
Where you got 4 kids to raise. Well, to where you're a mother and you got to be a mother
I got my own
figure.
circle.
Yeah.
I roll alone.
Well, that ain't biblical. Rolling alone ain't right.
You can't teach an ignorant mind.
Right.
You can't teach an ignorant mind.
And we trying to figure out.
The more you teach,
So can we teach you?
Your son behind you.
You can teach me.
I can teach. Okay. I'm
teach me.
gonna call you out on your word. Man, you said I couldn't teach you. I said you're a goddamn fool. Read what you got.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15 and verse 33. Be not deceived. Evil communication corrupt good manners.
So it says evil communication. So the people that you communicate with, if your circle is evil, guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna corrupt you. It's gonna have you to think, huh?
Proverbs 12:26.
Get Proverbs 12:26. It's the same thing. What you got, sis?
And I don't hang with those.
Nah, you can't. But you got to get around people that got a biblical mindset. Your nationality. So, your nationality. If I was to ask you what's your nationality, what would you say? Sis, Mama, come on. What's your name? Who? Carolyn. Carolyn. Miss Carolyn. Okay, so I'm going to put a miss in front of her because I'm from the Delta, so we offer respect. So, Miss Carolyn, who did this happen to? Because how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 65.
So you probably saw some of this stuff going on.
Yes, sir.
You saw some of this stuff going on? What's going on in this picture right here?
That's slave. They're like, picking cotton.
They picking cotton? Did they pick cotton? How long was you in Clarksdale, Miss Carolyn?
I've been here like 11 and a half years.
And before that, where was you?
Johnstown, Mississippi, Alligator, Mississippi, then I moved to Clarksdale, Mississippi.
So you've been in Mississippi. So you've been in Mississippi basically all your life, right?
Yes, sir.
So was this going on in Mississippi when you was a little girl?
Yes,
Did your
sir.
grandmother or your mother pick cotton?
Yes, sir.
Why did God let that happen to us? So before you came up here, you didn't know who you was, right? You didn't know your nationality. You don't know what nationality is or none of that, right? That was prophesied in the Bible. So we're going to get our biblical now. Give me that in Deuteronomy 1:1.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So who is Moses speaking to right here in Deuteronomy 1:1?
Moses is,
See that? I lost you just that quick, Miss Carolyn. You got the word of God coming out. You got to be more attentive when we're dealing with God's words. Because that's the reason why we're in the conditions that we're in now, because we don't understand and we don't let God's words hold our attention past a net leg. Our attention span is shorter than a net leg, especially when we come into dealing with the Lord. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Who God talking to, Miss Carol?
Acts 3:19. I'm gonna show you how you
I give you $100. You tell me who God is talking to.
God is talking to everybody.
Nah, see that? You lost 100.
Oh, wait a minute.
You lost $100. Now you don't know, Miss Carol. That 100. See there? See there? You see that? You see, I got y'all attention now. When you mention money, the attention span of us rise and increase at an all-time high. But when I was dealing with God, when I was talking about God, guess what you was doing? You was turning around. You was fumbling with your purse. You was doing everything. Now, I got your full undivided attention when I bring up $100.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.